talking points and stupid shit over her head. I didn't tell them. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Fuck you. I hate my audience, and now I will punish you. Sorry. You say you're straight, but then you also have acknowledged that you'll suck her dick. Correct. No. I mean, I just truly, like, no. I really just look at her like a woman, whether she has a dick or not, personally.
I look at her, she has...
No.
Yeah. No. 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 No, that's so evil.
She's got this tiny little thing from the hormone.
No.
She got this tiny little thing from the hormones. Bitch needs to get rim ram. She needs rim ram.
Her gay at 18. She got fucked around by some high school boy. Because that's what us high school boys do. And now she needs a man. She just needs a man. She just needs a dude to do a few dude things for her. And that chick will be fixed. Then you gotta get all the stupid fucking little feminist talking points and stupid shit over her head. I didn't tell them. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Fuck you. I hate my audience, and now I will punish you. Sorry. I don't know. You say you're straight, but then you also have acknowledged that you'll suck her dick. Correct. No. I mean, no. Just truly, like, no. I really just look at her like a woman, whether she has a dick or not. Personally, it even looks girly to me.
No, it looks girly to me. No, I'll suck it.
My OnlyFans is called the Hung Plumber for a reason.
Suck it.
She's got this tiny little thing from the hormones.
Well, no, hormones make it small and make it like not get hard, right?
No. If she's real turned on, if I get her real turned on, yeah.
Oh, I see it overnight.
Yeah.
Through the chat.
What a fucking.
I know.
What a fucking.
Fucking.
As humans living.
No, we gotta go.
We gotta go. We're done.
Gold necklace.
Extinction level event.
Let's get some bus tickets and get off this fucking planet, boys. We in a lot of trouble over here. We gotta take red bars, turn red bag, motherfuckers. We gotta go. We gotta go. This is my Jewish. Over here's my Jewish doppelganger, boys.
Here's my Jewish doppelganger.
Half Jewish and half Persian. This motherfucker over here. He highly confused. Okay. I think I could go offended. Oh, stop. So, your female penis, it don't work, right? Because all the hormones. No, that female, if I could tell that. I love that female penis. I get that female penis off. Dude, you get. This is game with a lot of extra stupid fucking steps, man. I mean, holy shit. Holy shit. You can save a lot of time and energy. You just gay.
He's just gay.
Yeah, just don't, want to talk to small children alone. You understand?
Don't suck. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. No! No, it don't make any sense.
Acknowledge that you'll suck her dick.
Right. I mean, I just truly, like, I really just look at her like a woman, whether she has a dick or not. Personally, like, it even looks girly to me.
No?
No.
So there you go.
It ain't even reality.
That's what you're seeing play out.
It's a motherfucking fantasy.
Again,
it's like D&D played out in the real world.
If you don't bend over, bend the knee.
I'm a homoerotic fucking ogre.
Morse Mutual Insurance.
Have a penis
How can we help
and a clitoris.
No,
Okay.
you. I'm not accepting this false reality. I'm not going along with this. And then they'll bring out the trouble. Oh, what you think gay people? I'm gonna fuck about gay people. I'm gonna fuck about gay people. But you ain't gonna tell me you suck at some dude's female fucking micro dick over here, but you ain't gay. No, you gay.
No, you gay?
Sucking
some female's micro dick. No, you gay?
Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you. I like how they're all indignant and insulted. No, man, listen, it's just.
It's just a micro penis.
Jesus said, fuck you. That's what my
Jesus said, fuck you.
My Jesus would Sodom and Gomorrah the shit out of you. Don't bring my Jesus under us. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
It's Satanist.
You fucking say worshiping motherfuckers.
No.
Oh. No. No.
That's not how we know this is going to go down, idiots. We're not taking a lecture from you people. The world that you idiots are living in is fucking insane. Insane. So, that's all. But yeah, I keep seeing
Got a bit of a problem. Some
asshole
asshole got wind of what we were up to. Apparently killing a guy's closest associate puts a bit of a spotlight on him.
But they're just common.
Anyway, now I'm told they put a price on the professor's head, so we got to move.
They're upset.
Now, is that clear?
If you don't accept this war in reality, if you don't bend over, bend the knee,
not me at
if you don't offer up your neck,
based on this inmate transfer
or you're disrespectful, fuck you. I'm not accepting this false reality. I'm not going along with this.
Two of you are going to be taking our prison bus and
then they'll bring out the gay people. I'm going to fuck about gay people.
And guard,
stay
in character as long as it's
but you ain't going to tell me you suck at some dude's female fucking micro dick over here, but you ain't gay. No, you gay.
Meanwhile, the pilot will have picked up the plane and be waiting on the evac in the air. Whoever stole the bus will be bypassing the prison and torching it somewhere in the street. After that, it's just a matter of getting your guy out of the clink and getting him onto the plane. Everyone flies out of there except for the bus thief. Professor Reshkovsky takes control of the plane, the three of you on board.
I mean, I just truly...
Professor's out of U.S. airspace and reunited with his precious
This is gay with a lot of extra stupid fucking
steps,
steps,
be the easiest money you'll ever make. Speak soon.
Gotta go. This is my Jewish... Over here is my Jewish doppelganger, boys. He's half Jewish and half Persian. This motherfucker over here. He highly confused. Okay, all right. I think it's all offended. No. So your female
maybe no.
Right, because all the hormones. No, that female. If I get down there, I work that female penis. I get that female penis rock hard. Dude, you get.
Dude, you get.
This is gay with a lot of extra stupid fucking steps, man. I mean, holy shit. I think it's all offended. No. So, your female penis, it don't work, right? Because all the hormones. No, that female, if I get down there, I work that female penis. I get that female.
Did you stand the phone? Get it fucking right. Thank you. Don't.
Yo!
Oh shit.
My husband had no idea how we went from paying $156 a month to $59 a month for car insurance. I've been handling our finances for years now, and this was our best budgeting move I've made for us. If you don't know about auto insurance, it's a site. I left a link down below for you. You go in there, you answer a few simple questions about your year, your make, your model. It literally takes 2 minutes. This is how I found the same exact car insurance for $100 cheaper. Check out the link and thank me later.
This summer, every child can become a confident reader with the free summer reading program. Visit literacy.nm.gov.
My memoir will be finished on time. Oh, hang on, that's my editor. Hey, Janice. Oh, yeah, you said he'd do it. Yeah, my best to handle the girls.
Then movement caught his eye. But it was wrong. The birds... This episode of the Y-Files is brought to you by... Fishing in the Sonic River, Ryan Richter stopped mid-cast. Something was wrong. The birds stopped singing. Insects stopped buzzing. The forest was suddenly quiet. Too quiet. Then he felt it. Eyes on his back. Someone or something was watching him. Ryan turned slowly. At first he saw nothing. Then movement caught his eye. Between the trees stood something impossible. 7 feet tall at least, long thin limbs, a triangular head with large black eyes. Ryan thought it looked like an insect, but it would be the biggest insect he'd ever seen, and was staring right at him. Ryan froze. Then something strange happened. He felt the creature in his mind, reading his thoughts. Somehow he knew this creature was intelligent. Then the being became transparent and faded away. It didn't move, it just vanished. The forest remained still. Ryan quickly cracked his ear. It was kind of dark. He couldn't see it, but he knew the creature was still there, somewhere. And there was more. A lot.
This is the best part. I know what a memoir is. Now I think the worst thing important characters. Who is going to publish this? Right. So, what's the problem? I got tabs open, back checking that long weekend in Tijuana that it had to be there. I got tabs open for the drug office. I got tabs open for all the emails for the inquiries.
That's a lot of tabs. You need to try Opera. It's the perfect browser for multitasking. You betcha. With Opera's tab traces, you can keep track of recently visited tabs, thanks to a subtle underline. The darker the underscore, the more recent the tab. Or use tab ironies. Group the linked tabs together based on your browsing section, which you'll need and focus on what matters. And Opera's split screen lets you view two tabs side by side in the same browser window, compare documents, stream while chatting, and multitask without juggling windows. If you prefer little music while you work, Opera's floating music player lets you play or skip songs without interrupting your browser. Pop it out and move it anywhere, even outside the browser. And if you're really looking to streamline your workflow, the integrated AI tool Aria enhances your browsing with the command line Control/ or Command/ to ask questions, generate images based on a single prompt, or analyze images, no extra tabs needed. You can even customize your browser with themes. Choose presets like Aurora and Midsummer, or create your own unique look. Click the link in the description to download and upgrade your browsing experience today.
This is a memoir will be finished that time. Hey, Janice.
Chicago's cell phones are going loco. People expect more of them any second now. Remember, the mission is the place.
No, what the heck time you... Yes, dude. The Scottsdale River begins at Lake Hopatcong in northern New Jersey. It winds 45 miles through the Appalachian Mountains until it empties into Delaware. The river looks ordinary, but locals know better. For years, people living around the Scottsdale River have reported strange encounters. Mothman, Sasquatch, UFOs, ghost lights, and all kinds of unexplained phenomena. And then, there's the Mantis Man. The first documented Mantis Man sighting came in 2006. Paul Jackson was fly fishing when he felt a strange vibration in his right ear. He turned and saw something standing on the dock. Not an occupant, not a person. A 7-foot-tall, mantis-like creature watching it.
I was just high in the river. The first thing I saw was this grasshopper thigh, but bending forward like a human, then the whole form. He was looking at me over its shoulder, moving up the bank, astonished, amazed.
The creature had a triangular head, massive black eyes, and a gangly body just like a praying mantis.
No.
This wasn't just a large insect. It had humanoid features, a thinking being. When Paul locked eyes with it, he sensed the mantis was surprised he could see it. The creature turned, started walking, then simply vanished. Paul didn't think it slipped into another dimension. He believed it was cloaked, accidentally visible for just those 2 seconds. Paul stayed quiet about his encounter for years. Then he learned he wasn't alone. In 2011, Joe Parenti was fishing with his brother when he heard humming and felt tingling throughout his body. He turned to find a 7-foot-tall, dark brown humanoid mantis staring down at him. The being had visible mandibles moving up and down like it was eating something. Joe froze with fear as he locked eyes with the creature. Then Joe felt the mantis pulling information from his mind telepathically, not just reading thoughts, extracting memories, learning his fears, his hopes, learning everything. Then a thick fog rolled in. The mantis spread its arms and extended a huge set of wings, a display of power. Then it vanished into the mist. Joe collapsed, overwhelmed with fear. In 2014, a driver crossing a bridge over the Misconacon saw a dark figure in the river. He slowed down for a closer look. It was brown, nearly 8 feet tall with big arms. And before he could process what he was seeing, the being became transparent and disappeared. There were lots of other sightings too, but most were from a distance. But Paul Jackson and Joe Ferretti saw the mantis man up close. Both described the same creature in the same location. Neither knew about the other's encounter, yet their stories match exactly. First, you hear humming. Then you feel a vibration. The forest goes silent. Then you start to feel strange. You might not see it, but a mantis is close. It can manipulate your perception, paralyze your body, and once you're powerless to resist, it can penetrate your mind. When a mantis man appears, it changes everything around it. The forest goes quiet, electronics malfunction, time seems to slow down, but the most disturbing effect happens inside your mind. Ron Strickler, a paranormal researcher, has documented dozens of mantis man encounters since 2006. The physical and psychological effects on witnesses follow a consistent pattern. First comes the humming, a low vibration felt more than heard, then a strange tingling sensation spreads throughout the body. Many witnesses report feeling their hair standing on end, like static electricity building up all around them. Then something isn't fine.
It wasn't just that I could see it. I could feel it looking into me.
Oh my God!
Into me. It knew things about me I'd never told anyone.
You can't
Memories from when I was a
me.
kid. Things I was afraid of. I didn't hear words exactly, but I understood what it wanted.
This telepathic intrusion is reported by nearly all witnesses who get within 20 yards of a mantis entity. The creature seems capable of extracting information directly from human minds. Some witnesses describe it as having your brain scanned or someone flipping through the pages of your thoughts. This effect isn't always threatening. Several witnesses report feeling a strange calm during the encounter, a sense of communication, understanding. But this feeling vanishes when the creature does. The feeling of calm is quickly replaced by confusion and fear. Electronic devices often malfunction during these encounters. Cameras stop working. Cell phones die. Watches run backward. One fisherman's battery-powered depth finder exploded moments before a mantis appeared beside his phone. And there may be a scientific explanation for these events. The Musconetcong River runs near several fault systems. Some researchers suggest that fault lines can create unusual electromagnetic fields. NASA calls them X-points, or electron diffusion regions. At these locations, the Earth's magnetic field connects with the sun's magnetic field, creating a temporary portal where charged particles can flow between the two. The Musconetcong River might be more than just a spooky fishing spot. It might be a doorway, and something intelligent and powerful lives on the other side. According to witness reports, there are dozens of different alien species living on Earth. They are aware of each other. Some are allies, some are enemies. But they all exist in a complex hierarchy, a pyramid of power. At the top of the pyramid is a species more powerful than all the rest. The mantis entities are not here to visit. They are not here to observe. The mantis are here to rule. The mantis beings aren't just appearing on riverbanks in New Jersey. They're showing up in people's cars, in remote cabins, in their bedrooms. And those people are being taken. You might remember the episode I did on the Terry Lovelace abduction story. I'll link to it below, but here's a quick recap. Terry and a friend went camping at Devil's Dam State Park in Arkansas. In the middle of the night, they were taken aboard a spacecraft. Inside, Terry was paralyzed but awake and strapped to a medical table. On the ship, he saw several different types of aliens. The typical small gray aliens were there, but they weren't in charge. They worked for the mantis.
There was a mantis-like being with a triangular head and huge, slanty black eyes. It had an insect-type mouth. I was screaming. It turned and got close to my head, and I could hear you clearly in my mind like any spoken word. He was annoyed. He said, "Why are you screaming? Stop screaming. You know we don't hurt you. We take you back. Stop screaming."
Hardy's experience isn't unique. In thousands of documented alien abduction cases from all over the world, mantis-like entities appear again and again. They're described as 7 to 8 feet tall with triangular heads. They have large black eyes and thin insect-like bodies covered in an exoskeleton. Abductees consistently report these mantis beings seem to be in positions of authority. Whitley Strieber, author of Community, described mantis beings as engineers or scientists who directed smaller gray aliens, just like Terry Lovelace claimed. Other abductees describe them as doctors or officers who oversee medical procedures and genetic sampling. The stories are consistent. People who have never met from different cultures, countries, and backgrounds describe the same beings with the same temperament and same role. They're cold, calculating, intelligent, and efficient. They communicate telepathically. They can control human movement with a gesture. They appear to be studying us. They've been watching us for a long, long time. Dr. John Mack was a Harvard psychiatrist and Pulitzer Prize-winning author. In 1995, he published research on alien abduction cases. He found that patients with no history of mental illness were reporting nearly identical encounters with these beings. The descriptions were too similar to dismiss. Early cave paintings like those found in the Algerian Sahara dating back 8,000 years show mantis-headed figures. The Khoisan tribe of Africa has depicted mantis-like beings in their rock art for thousands of years. Whatever these entities are, they've been watching us for a very long time. And according to people who've encountered them, the mantis aren't just passive observers. They have an agenda, a plan they've been working on for centuries. The petroglyphs in Iran, the rock art in Africa, Native American legends, the symbols in Egypt, they all tell the same story. A story about visitors from the stars who shaped human history from the very beginning. The story of mantis beings observing humanity isn't new. It's one of the oldest stories in the world, so old it's written in stone. In 2018, researchers in Iran discovered a remarkable petroglyph carved into a rock at Tamarot. It shows a six-limbed figure with a triangular head. Entomologists believe it depicts a praying mantis. Archaeologists dated it between 4,000 and 40,000 years old. The figure has a humanoid quality, not quite insect, not quite person. It's both. And this isn't the only ancient mantis depiction. San people in southern Africa have portrayed mantis-headed figures in their rock art for thousands of years. To them, the mantis is a creator god who helped shape the world. Dr. Roger Miller, an anthropologist who specializes in prehistoric art, notes a pattern.
These mantis figures appear in isolated cultures that had no contact with each other. The San people of Africa, ancient Mesopotamians, and even early Egyptian texts all depict similar beings. The question isn't whether these cultures saw something. The question is, what exactly were they seeing?
The ancient Egyptians depicted mantis-like entities in the Book of the Dead. They served as underworld gods who led souls to judgment. These beings are consistently portrayed not as animals or insects, but as intelligent entities with power and purpose. Even the word mantis reveals something interesting. It comes from the ancient Greek word mantis, meaning prophet or seer, someone who can see things others can't. In Native American traditions, especially tribes in the Southwest, there are stories of insect-like beings who came from the sky. The Hopi speak of catching spirits, some depicted with mantis-like features. They served as messengers between humans and the gods. Modern encounters with mantis entities share striking similarities with these ancient stories. The beings are described as emotionless, highly intelligent, and possessing abilities beyond human comprehension. They communicate without speaking. They appear and disappear at will. The consistency across time and cultures suggests something more than a coincidence. Either humans across the globe independently invented the same fictional entity with the same physical characteristics and behavior, or these beings have been on Earth for thousands of years. Ancient astronaut theorists believe these depictions are evidence of contact with an advanced extraterrestrial race. Skeptics argue they're simply cultural interpretations of an insect that already looks somewhat humanoid. But neither explanation fully covers the modern encounters that continue to this day. Whatever these beings are, they've been watching us since the dawn of civilization, and they're still watching now. But there's a theory that's even more disturbing than the ancient astronaut theory. What if these beings didn't come from another planet? What if they're an ancient species with technology so advanced they can slip between dimensions? If that's true, then this isn't a story about abduction or visitation. This is a story of evolution. What if millions of years ago a species of insect went underground, hidden from the dinosaurs? Deep below the surface, they evolved. Their brains developed neural networks like ours, but millions of years earlier. They mastered atomic manipulation, cloaking, teleportation, technologies we can't comprehend. Those highly evolved insects don't just observe us, they collect specimens, extract DNA. They're comparing our evolutionary path to theirs, learning what makes us different, our emotions, our creativity, our unpredictability, things their hive mind doesn't understand. That's one theory of the mantis entities. But is it true? Could the mantis man have evolved on Earth? Probably not. The largest insect that ever lived was the Meganeuropsis, a dragonfly with a 2.5-foot wingspan from 300 million years ago. Insects were bigger then because the Earth's atmosphere was 35% oxygen. Today it's only 21%. Insects breathe through spiracles, small holes in their exoskeleton. This system works for small animals but fails at larger ones. A 7-foot mantis could suffocate under its own weight. Its exoskeleton would be too heavy to move. So if not an evolved Earth insect, what are they? Another theory is they're interdimensional beings. And interdimensional doesn't mean aliens from another planet. It means beings from here, just in another layer of reality. We perceive 4 dimensions: height, width, depth, and time. Theoretical physics says there could be more dimensions, 10, 11, 12. Nobody knows for sure. But scientists in CERN's Large Hadron Collider are actively searching for evidence of extra dimensions. If these dimensions were folded into subatomic space, advanced beings could move sideways through reality, like flipping pages through a book. Each page exists simultaneously, but we only see one page at a time. They see the entire book. This might explain why they appear and disappear so suddenly. They're not breaking the laws of physics. They're using laws we don't understand yet. Another theory: the mantis beings are extraterrestrial. If an advanced species evolved on a planet with lower gravity, a different atmosphere, they might develop insect-like characteristics. The telepathic and cloaking abilities could be technology so advanced it appears supernatural to us. And some researchers claim the mantis beings are using cloaking technology similar to what our military is developing, or the military is trying to reverse engineer mantis technology. There's no hard evidence for any of those theories. So how do we explain the consistency of reports? The specific details, the vibration, the humming, the mental intrusion, always repeated across witnesses who never met. That can't be a coincidence. And it probably isn't. Mantis man encounters sound a lot like sleep paralysis. You're supposed to be asleep when paralysis sets in, but once in a while, you'll still be awake. And if you don't know what's happening, it can be terrifying. You will hear buzzing, you'll feel vibrations, and hear voices in your head. You might also see shadow figures, and I covered a lot of this in our Shadow People episode linked below. But most mantis sightings happen when witnesses are fully awake and active, often outdoors, standing in a river. That's not sleep paralysis. So are mantis humanoids real? Well, that depends on you. If you need hard evidence, then no. they're not real. But if you believe the witnesses, then something might be out there, something that defies easy explanation. I expected to easily debunk this story. I couldn't. I also found no definitive proof. The honest answer is, we don't know. Throughout human history, we've depicted these mantis beings in art and stories. They've been gods, guides, messengers, and observers. Not quite human, not quite alien. They exist in the liminal, the space in between the known and the unknown. That's a space we can't reach, and probably never will. We'll never catalog every species. We'll never fully map the Earth and the bottom of the sea. We will never know everything, and that uncertainty can be terrifying, or it can be comforting. It depends on your point of view. I choose the latter. Now, though I'm skeptical of the mantis man, I can tell you one thing for sure. You'll never catch me fishing in a river in New Jersey.
Right? Yeah.
Thanks for listening or watching the Y-File Script, where I try to get right to the point, right to the story, and then right to the truth. But if you want me to expand this into a longer episode with Hecklefish, let me know. Like most topics we cover in the Y-Files, today's is recommended by you. So if there's a story you'd like to see or learn more about, go to yfiles.com/tips. If you're watching on YouTube or other video platforms, remember the Y-Files is also a podcast. In fact, script episodes are designed to be podcasts, where we try to use as much sound and music as we can to immerse you in the story, and without interruptions from you know who. But if you're listening on a podcast platform, keep in mind there is a video version that contains some images we talked about here and other fun visuals. You're not missing any of the story, but the video's there if you'd like to see more. And if you need more Y-Files in your life, check out our Discord. There are thousands of people on there 24/7, and they're into the same weird stuff we are. It's a great community, it's really supportive, it's a lot of fun, and it's free to join. Special thanks to our patrons who make the Y-Files possible. Every episode, every podcast, every live stream, everything I do is dedicated to our Patreon members. I could not do this without your support, so thank you. And if you'd like to support the channel, keep us going, and join this incredible community, consider becoming a member on Patreon. For as little as $3 a month, you get access to perks like videos and podcasts early with no commercials, you get access to merch only available to members, plus you get 2 private live streams every week just for you, and the whole Y-Files team is on the stream, and you're welcome to turn on your webcam, ask a question, tell a joke, suggest a topic, chat about anything you want. In fact, I'm rushing through this because I'm going to be late for a Patreon live stream. Anyway, I think it's the best part there is. Another great way to support the channel is grab something from the Y-File store. And I do everything I can to keep the prices as low as possible. So no $30, $35 t-shirts or nonsense like that. Plus, if you become a member on YouTube for $3, you get 10% off everything in the Y-File store forever. And if you want to join for 1 month just to get the coupon code and then cancel, that's totally fine. The YouTube membership is meant to save you money, not make me money. In fact, every dollar from YouTube memberships goes to my team. Those are the plugs. There's lots of them, and there's more every week. Sorry about that.
More
But it's been fun,
vlogs.
and I hope you know that me and everyone here at the Y-Files is working really hard for you. So until next time, be safe, be kind, and know that you are appreciated. How are you doing, Scott? Again.
Sure, why not? course it is. It's of course it is. La Rahim. La
Shops were frequently common Nazi soldiers and collaborators, contributing to a climate of constant tension and frustration. It was an environment anyone would want to escape, but none more than the Jews, resistance fighters, and other French civilians who were being hunted by the Gestapo. Fortunately, rumors began to spread that a secret network had been formed in the city, an opportunity to escape the country. Working out of his home in Paris, a physician named Dr. Marcel Petiot was eager to help anyone in need, but nothing was free, of course. His services would require a large fee, and the people looking for safe passage out of France would first need to visit the doctor at his home to receive the necessary medical treatments for the journey. Had they known what the doctor intended to do to them in his home, however, well, they might as well have just asked the Nazis for their help. This is the story of Dr. Marcel Petiot, otherwise called Dr. Satan, the Butcher of Paris. Let me switch.
9 tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra for $7 from Friday Plans. I thought it was a scam, but I was wrong. Friday Plans made the whole process easy and discreet. No doctor visits, no hassle, and free shipping. The pills arrived quickly, and they work better than anything I've tried before. My confidence is through the roof, and my wife couldn't be happier. If you're on the fence, just do it. This deal is completely legit. Click the link below and grab yours today.
Here's a list of stuff your car insurance company does, but it's actually illegal. 1. They are not allowed to ask you for your rate.
Warning. The following film contains information.